أهلا بكم طالبات وطلاب جريد 1 بريب. برحب بكم في حلقة ماث جديدة تحت رعاية وإشراف وزارة التربية والتعليم. النهاردة هنتكلم عن solving equations و how can we find the solution of any equation. So let's get started. Solving equations. Our warming up for today's lesson is about, for example, if we have a missing number plus 10 equals 14. We can do it mentally. The missing number is 4. How can we know it? Okay, because 10 plus what is 14, so the missing number is 4. Instead of this blank or the missing number, we are going to put a variable. For example, I'm going to put x plus 10 equals 14, so immediately x equals 4. Prelude. The equation is mathematical statement which contains one variable as x or more as x and y, and it contains equal sign. Okay, so here we have x plus 7 equals 10, x minus 3 equals 24, 2x equals 8, x divided by 4 equals 12, and x squared equals 9. And as you can see here, we have addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and squared. So the equation, it can be or it can contain any operation. Okay, so the degree of an equation is the highest degree of the terms forming the equation. So for example, 3x plus 9 equals 15. It is from the first degree because this x, it is x to the power of 1. And nothing more with it, no variables more. Okay, x squared plus x equals 4. This equation from the second degree because the highest power or degree, it is for x here, x squared, and the second one is x to the power of 1, so the highest degree is the second one. X plus 4 equals 6. And the substitution set equals 3 and 2. How can we find the solution of this equation? We are going to replace x with 3 and 2. If we get two equal sides, we are going to accept this as a solution. Okay. Replace x with 3. Replace means what? Replace means instead of x, we are going to put the value which is 3. We are going to replace 3 first. So let's do it. Instead of x, we put 3. 3 plus 4 equals 7, not equals to 6. The given one is 6. So it's not equal to the right side, so x equals 3. It's not a solution. Now let's replace it with 2, the second value. Instead of x, we are going to put 2. 2 plus 4 equals 6, equals the right side. So x equals 2 is a solution. In the equation, we have two equal sides. So I have equal sign, and I have variable, and any operation else. So the solution set equals 2, and it is a subset of the substitution set, which is 2 and 3. So the solution is not 3, but it is 2. And this way is called substitution method. Why substitution? Because we replace or substitute, or instead of x put its value, any one of them. So replacing, substitute, or instead of x put the value of it. So it's called substitution method. Now let's talk about the properties of the equality relation. If a and b, or if a, b, and c are rational numbers and a equals b, then number 1, we added c for both sides. It's called addition property. So a equals b, and we added c for both sides, so this property is called addition property. The second one, we subtracted c from both sides, so it is called subtraction property. Number 3, multiplied by 3 both sides, and it's called multiplication property. and A divided by C equals B divided by C, and C not equal to 0 because any number divided by 0 undefined. So it's called division property. Generally, if A plus C equals B plus C, then A equals B. So the repeated number here, I added C for both, so we can cancel C from both. So A equals B. Second one, if A times C equals B times C, and C not equal to 0, then A equals B. Also, we can cancel C from both sides, or divide by C by both sides. To solve any equation, we have 3 or 4 steps. Okay, number 1, circle what with the variable. Number 2, do the inverse or the opposite operation to both sides. And keep in mind, we have to add and subtract first, then multiply and divide. Number 3, find the variable alone, and you can check your answer by replacing. Let's apply the 3 or the 4 steps with checking, okay, to be clear for everyone. For example, here we have, find the solution set SS of the equation x plus 7 equals 4. In the substitution set is z, number 1, the integer numbers, and n, natural numbers. Okay, x plus 7 equals 4. We said the first step, circle what with the variable. So we are gonna circle positive or 7 with its operation. So here it is plus 7. The opposite, do the inverse operation to both sides. So minus 7 and minus 7. Then cancel this positive 7 and negative 7. We will get the variable alone. X alone equals 4 minus 7 is negative 3. This negative 3, as we know, belongs to z. Z, the positive, the negative, and 0. Okay? And natural, we have positive numbers. So negative 3 belongs to z. So negative 3 is a solution for it. But what about n? Negative 3 doesn't belong to n. So negative 3 is not solution or in n set. Or the solution in n is phi, no solution in n. According to what? According to this number belongs to the set or doesn't belong. If it is belongs to it, so this number is a solution, and if it's not, so this number it's not a solution, and the solution is phi. Okay, another example. Solve x minus 4.5 equals 6 in Q, the rational numbers. First step, circle what with the variable. We are gonna circle negative, or take the operation with it, minus 4.5. Then do the opposite operation for both sides, plus 4.5 and plus 4.5 for both sides. Then cancel minus 4.5 and plus 4.5 to get the variable alone. Take a line, then put x down, and 6 plus 4 equals 10, and put this half, or 6 plus 4.5 equals 10.5. So x equals 10.5, and the set or the solution set equals 10.5 because 10.5 belongs to Q. Of course, it's a rational number. Okay, to check your answer, replace x with 10.5, and then if you get 2 equal sides, that means your answer is correct. Let's replace. I don't know, is 10.5 correct answer or not? So let's check it. Instead of x, put 10.5 minus 4.5. 10.5 minus 4.5 equals 6. And 6 is the right side of the equation. So we got 2 equal sides, so my answer is correct, which is 10.5. Another one, solve this one. 3x minus 4 equals 11. Now I need you to do it with me. First, circle minus 4. Here we have two operations. The first one, we have multiplication between 3 and x, and we have subtraction. Okay, and as we said, do the addition and subtraction first, then the multiplication and division. So we have to circle minus 4. Do the opposite. So plus 4 for both sides. Take a line. We are gonna cancel this minus 4 and positive 4. Cancel them with each other. We got 3x equals 15. 11 plus 4 equals 15. Now let me ask you, how can we find x alone? 3 is multiplied by x, so we need to divide the two sides by 3. So we are going to divide by 3 the two sides. 3 will cancel 3, and we got x alone. 15 divided by 3 equals 5. And the solution set equals 5. Now we have a video from the AKB. Let's watch it with each other.
Adding 4 to double a number, the result is 32. To solve this equation, we need to remove 2 and 4 from the left side of the equation. Start removing 4. It is the easy way. We have here plus 4. That is addition. To remove it, we use the opposite operation. The opposite operation here is subtraction. So, we subtract 4 from the left side. Don't forget our rule of equation. Whatever we do to one side of the equation must be done to the other side. So, we will subtract 4 from the right side too. We subtract 4 from 32. In the left side, subtracting 4 from 4 gives us 0. And in the right side, subtracting 4 from 32 gives us 28. So, 2x equals 28. But the equation is not solved yet. We need to remove 2 from the left side of the equation. Double a number is a key word, which means that we multiply this number by 2. Do you remember it? The operation used in this equation is multiplication. Double a number, or double x. To remove it from the left side, we will use the inverse operation of multiplication, which is division. So, we divide the left side and the right side by 2. In the left side, 2 divided by 2 gives us 1. 1 is the multiplicative identity. Do you remember it? In the right side, 28 divided by 2 gives us 14. So, x equals 14. Do not forget, we must check our answer. Adding 4 to double a number, the result is 32. Adding 4 to double 14 equals what? Double 14 equals 28. Adding 4 to 28 equals 32. 32 equals 32. So, our answer is correct, and the equation is true. Well done.
We have now example 3x plus 5 equals 12. How can we solve this equation? We have two ways to solve it. As you can see here, 3 is multiplied by this brackets, which is x plus 5. So we can divide by 3 both sides. So we are going to divide by 3 both sides. Here divide by 3 and 12 divide by 3 equals x plus 5. We will cancel 3 up and down here. X plus 5 equals 4 because 12 divided by 3 equals 4. Now, which operation do we have? We have addition. What is the inverse operation of it? subtraction. So we need to subtract 5 from both sides. So we are going to write minus 5 for the both sides and cancel plus 5 with minus 5. We will get x alone. And 4 minus 5 equals negative 1. So x equals negative 1. The second way, we can distribute this 3. Let's multiply 3 by x and 3 by 5. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 5 is 15. Then equals 12. I have two operations. I have multiplication between 3 and x, and I have addition for plus 15. As we said, we have to start from the addition and subtraction first. So we need to subtract 15 from both sides. So we circled 15 and we write minus 15 for both sides. Take a line, then cancel plus 15 with minus 15. We got 3x equals 12 minus 15 is negative 3. Now we have 3 times x, so I need to divide by 3 both sides. 3 divided by 3 is 1, which is 1x, and negative 3 divided by 3 equals negative 1. We got the same answer here. It was negative 1 and we got negative 1. Okay, so the solution set equals negative 1. Let's take another one. 3 natural consecutive odd numbers whose sum is 27. Find these numbers. How can we find them? Okay. Let the small odd number equals x. What are the odd numbers? Okay, for example, we have 3, we have 5, we have 7, and so on. We cannot divide them by 2 without remainder, okay? So, each odd number, I need to add 2 more for this x. Why? If one of them is x, they are increasing by 2. 3, then 5, then 7, then 9, then 11, and so on. So, we will let the first one x, then add 2 for it. So, I'm going to add 2. So, this is the first number x. The second number will be x plus 2. This x plus 2, add 2 for it. So, it will be x plus 4. So, I have 3 numbers. Now, here the sum is 27. What does it mean? We need to add them. The sum is the answer of addition equation. So when we add the 3 numbers, which are x, x plus 2, and x plus 4, equals 27. How many x's are there? 1, 2, 3. 3x plus 2 plus 4 equals 6. So we got 3x plus 6 equals 27. Now also we have 2 operations. We have multiplication and addition. So I'm gonna write it here. 3x plus 6 equals 27. Do the addition first. So we are gonna subtract 6 from both sides. When we subtract 6 from both sides, we will get 3x equals 27 minus 6 is 21. Then divide by 3 to get the variable alone. When I divide by 3, we will get 21. Divide by 3 equals 7. Now we got x, which is the first number of them. I have 3 numbers. We said x, x plus 2, and x plus 4. So the first number of them is 7. What about the other 2 numbers? So the first number is 7. The second number, which is x plus 2, will be 7 plus 2, which is 9. And the third number will be x plus 4, which is 7 plus 4 equals 11. That's all about this one. So the three numbers are 7, 9, and 11. Okay, here. To check your answer, add them. If you get 27, that means your solution is correct. 7 plus 9 plus 11 is 27. So the three numbers are solutions, or our solution is true. Now let's take another one on the board. Let's have this one. If 3n plus 5 equals 29, then the value of 1 over 4n equals what? Here we have an equation and we have to solve it first. What is the meaning of solving equation? We need to get the variable alone. So we have 3n plus 5 equals 29. As we said, we have to do the addition and subtraction first. Here we have 3 times n. So circle what with the variable? It is adding 5. Do the opposite or the inverse operation. Subtract 5 from both sides. Take a line, cancel, positive 5 and minus 5. Now 3n equals 24. The relationship between 3 and n is multiplication, so do the inverse operation for it. Divide by 3 both sides. So n equals 24 divided by 3 is 8. That is the value of n. The required is 1 over 4n. So replace n with its value 1 over 4, and instead of n write 8. And the relationship of course is multiplication here. Then 1 times 8, or 8 over 4 equals 2. So the value of 1 over 4n equals 2. That's all about solving equations. So we have 3 steps to solve any equation. The first one, circle what with the variable, do the inverse operation to both sides, get the variable alone, and you can check your answer if needed. Thank you so much. I hope it was clear for everyone. Bye-bye.